Chit Chat Kit Kats. As you can see, we're home and the dogs were happy. Missy May did run the puppy through the house as fast as she could go. Sometimes she does that. She just runs and like the race dog, race hound. But yeah, they like to, because they have their doggy door, they can go in and out, so they had to go immediately and bark at the neighbor's dog. That's a must when you come home. Say, we're back, so, Anyway. So I know people are going to think I'm crazy, but what I'm thinking that I would like to get, I'm considering it, is an off-road vehicle. Yes. Oh, I'd like to get one that I can do, more off-road things. Because the van, I love the van, but the forest roads and things like that, it's not set for that, to be able to go up those forest roads and everything. But I'd like to do something like an overlander and set it up. So it's got off-road capabilities, all-wheel drive, So that's what I'm kind of checking into, an older vehicle. I'm not going to buy a new vehicle. They're like crazy expensive. But I just started doing the look-see for those. So we'll see what I find, if I can find one that's decent in my price range. So that's my next possibility. As if people aren't, already, oh my God, are you okay? Now, the only bad thing about that is there's no signal when you're going out there on those forest roads. Yeah. So anyway, it's something that I'm considering, because the forest lands are wonderful, and it's got some great places. Like when I was coming back off of Highway 60, there's a ton of forest land, and I was quite fine where I stayed last night. Now, I didn't go up the hill because the van has a very long wheelbase for turning. It's those forest roads, you get up there and you cannot turn around with that. So that's why I don't go out so much in the forest lands and things and doing the boondocking I would like to do. Because with that vehicle, it's just really difficult. So I would like to have a off-road type of vehicle. Now, I have had, one of my favorite cars I ever had was a Toyota Tercel, little 5-speed Toyota Tercel. It was a front-wheel drive. I called it Penny because it was a copper color, and I love that car. I just got through paying off the last payment on it, had it parked, went into the restaurant to eat. I came out and my car was from one end of the street to the other end of the street. Some woman came around there and hit it, and I mean, it was destroyed. And I couldn't find another one. Okay, but it was a front-wheel drive car, and where other cars were chaining up and stuff in the snow, that little puppy just went right through without any problem. So, yeah, that was one of my favorite cars, and of course, Murphy's Law. You just pay it off and it's totaled. And the car I got after that was a lemon, so that was not good at all. But you know, I have my Camry, the hybrid. I love it, you know, great gas mileage. But again, it's not a vehicle you're going to want to take up on mountain roads. It's just not. So I don't want to get into something too expensive. I want to get something that I can have and take off, and again go out into other areas that's just not possible with the Camry or my van. So we'll see, because I do want to do more, you know, out in nature type of things. Now, when I'm with the van, my favorite thing is usually the van. I stay in state parks or national parks. I don't usually stay in private RV parks at all. And so that's fine. I love it. There's so much diversity here in New Mexico, and it's cheap to stay at the state parks. And while I do enjoy going there, I would like to, like I said, be able to go off-road and go out into some of these forest lands and things like that. So that's my next possible. We'll see. We'll see. Because what I've been checking into the off-road vehicles I've been looking at, they get about the same gas mileage as the van does. Okay. So, you know, they're not real gas efficient, but it would run me about the same as what it runs to do the van. So anyway, we'll see what happens with it, if I'm going to be able to make that fly or not. So anyway, I came home, and Felix, the fish, is fine. The only thing is the water's down like that far. You know, it just, it's like a quarter of the way down. But the feeder that I have there, he'd be good for like 6 months. I could go away. The only problem is the water evaporates pretty quickly here. So I've got to fill his water up again. So I can't go for too long because of Felix, the fish. Because of this one fish. Oh my God. I've got to cut my time short on the road because I have to be back and make sure that Felix is, you know, once Felix transitions, then I don't have a reason that I have to come back so far. But I got back, and my electric bill was good. It was $40 on the electric for the month that I was gone because, you know, the lights weren't on and everything, and I had the AC. It was up, you know, wasn't chilly, you know, so actually my bill was cheap. So that was good. But anyway, those are the possible plans, the things I started. I've been this afternoon looking, you know, and trying to figure out the best type of off-road vehicles and seeing what's out there. Yeah. So I'll keep you informed if we're going to do that or not. Now, I know a lot of people that are like, oh my God, are you okay? I just, they're that worried about doing state parks. Oh, Lord only knows what's going to happen if I do off-roading. I'm a goer, and I like to explore, and I like to see new places. So we'll see what happens, if I can make this happen or not. Just depends if I can find a good all-wheel. I'd rather have an all-wheel drive if I can find one, or a four-wheel drive, but I'd rather have the all-wheel if possible. I love the Prius. Your gas mileage is crazy, but again, it's not set up for off-road. Although they're good if you want to, stay in the car and you want to set it up and you want to do a lot of miles, that part of it's good. But anyway, if people have any suggestions, let me know. So we'll see. Oh, the video I just put up, the guy that's doing the special master looking at this stuff has already put it out, a thing that he wants them to show up, and it doesn't look at all like it's going to be good for 45, even though 45 is the one he's going to be so mad with his lawyers because they picked that guy, and it's not going to go well for him, I have a feeling. At least the cards are saying no, not good for him. Good for us, but not good for him. So we'll have to see what happens with that as well. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, get back to my research, see what I can find on off-road vehicles. Now, some of them, they come with so many of the new computer things and all of that. Hopefully I can find one without all the computer stuff in it, because the computer thing goes wrong and you're just kind of up a creek. I'd rather have the older, vehicle. So we'll see. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave this here and go grab a little something to eat and just chill the rest of the day. Oh, and get over there and get the water in for Felix, so he's got his water filled up again. Felix the fish. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you online.